Hello, folks, and welcome to the Outdoors Show, the Bend Radio Show. I am your host, Rebecca Wanner, a.k.a. Beck, and as always, we love hearing from all of you. Comments, stories, ideas, those tales from the trail that you just might not have gotten a chance to share, but you know what? You can share them with us. Get a hold of us anytime. Call or text 305-900-BEND. That is 305-900-2363. Or be sure to drop us an email, especially if you have some photos that you've gotten and you'd kind of like to share. We'd love to see them. You can email those to bendradioshow@gmail.com. Again, that's bendradioshow@gmail.com. Sitting beside me is my producer, sound engineer, and co-host, Jeff Tigger Erhardt. And we have been putting on the miles. I got to put it this way. And it's not doing our usually hiking or going after that big muley or maybe getting out coyote hunting. Instead, I don't know how your Christmas shopping's all been going, folks, but we have been out here in Vegas for the PRCA's rodeo event of the year. What would you call it? The Super Bowl of rodeo?
This is the Super Bowl of rodeo. How many times can a person put 10,000 steps on their Fitbit? That's all I'm going to say. We want to say a big shout out to our sponsors, Band-Aid, Moleskin, for taking care of the blisters that tend to form when you're walking around Vegas for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days plus.
Oh, and then, on top of it, we're not looking forward to checking our luggage home. I'm pretty sure the two of us are going to have to buy at least one extra suitcase to carry all the goodies that we've gotten at the Cowboy Christmas.
How can you not buy stuff at the Cowboy Christmas?
I would agree. And for those of you that are not familiar with what the Cowboy Christmas is, because maybe you haven't been able to make it out to the Wranglers National Finals Rodeo, it is the king of them all as well, I would say, when it comes to Western way of life attire, to the food, fun stuff, the little trinkets you might find. But a lot of outdoor stuff, too, because, the whole upstairs of the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Bureau. Did I say that right? The name of that building? Okay, the whole upstairs, which is super cool, is all outdoor stuff. So anybody that's on their way to Vegas, make sure you if you're wanting to see something a little bit more of the outdoors nature of the hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever that is, upstairs of the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Bureau. Yes,
that's your
very
jam.
Well put there. There is absolutely something for everybody when it comes to Vegas. And, that is one thing I'm going to bring up because, yes, we usually talk about being in the outdoors, but I will give Las Vegas credit in the fact that they have opened themselves up into offering such events where it brings together for at least 2 weeks out of the year, the cowboy and all of us, the outdoorsman and all of us, as well as there's just a lot for even the whole family to do. It's not like when you think back to it, 20, 30 years ago and what are you going to do? What's going on? But
the question is, what aren't you going to do?
Exactly. They even have, a rodeo that's for the youth on top of it. So really, it's for the whole family. So if you get a chance, come on out, check it out. You won't regret it. Tigger and I have spent way more money than we should have, but you know what? We're happy to be here again.
The credit card is flaming, is what you're saying.
Our spotlight today is on a thought of maybe, you might have a little extra venison or such that you have harvested over this last season. And you know what? You'd love to give back to the community. And this might be a special way to do it. And what I'm suggesting is thinking about it as hunters for the hungry. That's sometimes what people call it. Every state calls it something different. But what it is the concept of hunting enthusiasts giving back to communities by supplying thousands of meals to, say, the needy throughout the country. There's programs with this inception in every state. So search your state. They may have different names for this, but essentially the idea is that the venison, for example, and you can also do this with fish, by the way, and other meat sources that you may have gotten, say elk or something like that. But regardless, you're giving money back, you're giving food back to, say, homeless shelters, soup kitchens, food banks across the country. And it's been said, now don't quote me, this is exactly right, but supposedly hunters across the United States giving back, they actually provide somewhere around 8 million meals a year through these types of donations.
Oh, wow. This is great. And I'm actually just Googling this as we speak. You're right. Every state is calling it something a little bit different. It may be through an organization. It may be through the food bank. It may be something completely separate. It may be through their DNR. But every state, this is a neat idea, especially going into the holidays of, wanting to just do something nice, and you want to for a stranger. I mean, that's pretty darn cool.
And there are some states too. That's why the reason why I want you to Google your state is there are some states that actually will allow you to purchase, or they will give you extra deer tags. For example, say they have too many does anyway, they will simply give them to you. In return, you are taking the deer to a processor that will immediately give this meat to said organizations in need.
Montana has that set up. Exactly. I was literally on their website and looking around. Montana literally does that. And all these different registered processors that say they are an affiliate of said type of program. That's cool.
There you go. As you're looking at different ways to maybe give back this holiday season, there's one for you. Staying in the holiday spirit, this first news story crossed my wire, and I'm just curious if any of you have tried it and your thoughts, so listen closely. Christmas dinner in a can. I had never heard of it, but supposedly celebrities like Drew Barrymore rave about it. And it's put out yearly by Heinz, and this is what is in the container. What is in this can, okay? Listen up here. It comes with turkey, mashed potatoes, sausage, cranberry sauce, mixed vegetables, and Brussels sprouts. And get this, it's a limited run too. They only produce 20,000 cans annually, and last year they sold out. So there, I want to know if you've ever, first off, tried it, and secondly, if it was a must try or more of a run. So I'm thinking, give a call, text us right now. We want to hear 305-900-2363. Again, that's 305-900-2363. Or you can always email us at thebendradioshow@gmail.com and tell us, what are your thoughts on this whole Christmas dinner in a can? Do Tigger and I need to give this a try, or should we run? And then next week, we will talk about it and share a little bit of the thoughts that you all sent our way.
I have a vote already. I'm looking at it as we speak. This is more like stew.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me turn the computer. Look. See? You're right. With Heinz, it's more of all these ingredients, right?
Oh my gosh, it's
in a
so
can.
crazy.
But I think I was assuming it was going to be like cranberry sauce and it sucks out of the can, right?
I was thinking,
it's just in a big gel. No, it's more like stew.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't wait to hear from you all. So again, yes, call or text us right now at 305-900-2363 and let us know if Tigger and I need to be running to our local grocery store to give this a try. All right, next in the news, we're heading to Ohio, where I got a hunting story for you that I am sure this hunter will be telling for years to come. Alex Wanging took a 21-point whitetail this season, an amazing buck. Let me tell you, I've seen the pictures. But after a perfect shot through the lungs, had the personal, heartbreaking, sinking feeling as he and his hunting partners and friends looked and looked for this buck. And I know I've been there myself. And that evening and the next day, searching until dark, Alex was sure this buck that he'd even gotten on trail cam footage too was gone. There was no blood trail ever found. And just as he and his search party for the second evening in a row were giving up and heading back to camp, Alex turned and hit something stiff with his, as he put it, 11-foot boot, his big old shoe, turned on his flashlight downward to where he was walking through the really tall grass, and he literally had stumbled over his trophy. Talk about that for a pretty cool and lucky story.
I'm pretty sure he was saying some thankful, like, blessings, prayers going on.
Yes. So, guys, I thought this was such an awesome story and so happy it had a great ending. By the way, this whitetail has green scored so far at 183.25 inches. But to appreciate you need to see the pictures. So head to realtree.com and search Ohio Hunter Shoots 21-point buck. That's a wrap of the news for now. Stay where you are because you never know what's coming around the bend.
Hey, this is 4J Smith. You know me as Lloyd from the hit TV show Yellowstone. I want you to keep it tuned to the Bend Radio Show.
Pro rodeo fans, watch the Cowboy Channel anytime, anywhere with PRCA on the Cowboy Channel Plus. Live stream the Cowboy Channel or watch your favorite PRCA rodeos on demand. Classic PRCA rodeos added weekly. Get the PRCA on the Cowboy Channel Plus for only $9.99 a month or save 25% by signing up for a full year. Visit CowboyChannelPlus.com to sign up and start streaming today.
The calendar has been marked, your aim is on point, and all that's missing is the clothes to take you to the next level. TheTellyOutdoors.com specializes in clothes that fits, wicks, and moves silently while providing comfort and durability. TheTellyOutdoors.com.
The hunt is planned. The guide is booked. The trip is blocked off in the calendar. But one huge detail remains, preserving that trophy, creating a memory that will last a lifetime. Little Rack Taxidermy has that fast, friendly service to fulfill your taxidermy in a timely, professional manner. Reach out to Heather with Little Rack Taxidermy through Facebook at Little Rack Taxidermy or send an email to heatherjoe23@hotmail.com. Little Rack Taxidermy, bringing back the natural look.
Shooting ducks, skinning bucks, I'm a hunting princess in a pickup truck.
National Day Calendar, where the world celebrates every day. We are the official National Day Calendar that covers all of our favorite things in life. Subscribe today to National Day Calendar and never miss a reason to celebrate every day.
Welcome back to the Bend Radio Show. This is Rebecca Wanner, a.k.a. Beck. And alongside me, as always, is my shotgun rider, guy that gets in trouble right alongside me, Tigger. And, we just wrapped up, Thanksgiving. It was a wonderful holiday. And some of you, as we start into this first weekend of December, you might be kind of maybe still feeling a little bit jaded or a little, it just happens. We're going to talk about the elephant in the room. Sometimes holidays, you can't pick your family, but you got to love them.
They bring out the best, and let's be honest, sometimes they bring out the worst.
Right. And, we always hear the same thing every year when you get together with family or loved ones. Don't talk about certain topics and, politics to religion to
right.
all of those. But what I'm wanting to kind of encourage, and Tigger, you're free to disagree with me on this if you like. I have no problems with this because I think it's fair that we have an open conversation for anybody to throw out their thoughts. And that is, I think the worst thing you can do is how I like to call it, shut down. And just kind of start to alienate yourself away from those that you love. Now, we're not saying you have to agree with what other people's
You're talking
opinion
if there was
is.
a disagreement maybe that went on.
Right,
okay.
right. If there was a disagreement. And the route I'm going down is regarding the outdoors, because we all know we have some people in our lives that are all 100% into the outdoors.
Firearms, can I throw that on that?
Yes,
okay.
firearms,
Firearms,
those sometimes become hot topics. Some people not understanding the difference of needing them for hunting versus self-defense or whatever the reason is you may have them, down to just different aspects of what you might hold as special to you. And so here would be a quick example. Say you were excited over the holidays and you shared a story and it was, you maybe included all the guts and glory. We'll put it that way. And then you have, say, an aunt or somebody that was going, why do you have to do that? I just don't need to hear about that.
Or maybe it's the next generation.
Right, or they're turned off and they're
maybe
saying...
Maybe it's the kids, the cousins, the nieces and nephews that maybe don't live on the farm and ranch or maybe don't have parents that do that and they maybe don't understand.
Because whether we want to admit it or not, many times we are now getting to the point where it is second, third generation away from, say, the farm or ranch. And so what they're being influenced by
from the rural area.
Correct. In school and such isn't necessarily what you and I or our grandparents or our different beliefs are. And so instead of just going and saying, judging and saying, well, this person, don't write them off. We'll put it that way. That might be a harsh way of putting it. What I'm going to suggest is keep that conversation open, but let's think about this going from a different angle. Instead of maybe getting into, we all love the good hunting story, the stalking, the everything that went down. But maybe if you have some individuals in your life that you love, that you don't want to feel distant apart from them, try and tell them about those other stories, the ones that happened maybe back at camp. Say there were 3 or 4 of you all stuck in the tent, and now you're sharing stories about Uncle Joe's stinky socks, or, this guy, for example, I brought a bunch of caramel corn, the big tin you get from Fleet Farm or from Runnings or one of those places. I made the mistake, brought one of those along one year to elk camp. It got really hot. Then it got tipped over when somebody had to go out, put it that way, came back in. The next morning, I have a nephew that will not let me live this down, that he was picking caramel corn out of his socks, his wool socks, for like the next year. So start telling some of those stories so they understand that there's more to it than just getting the trophy. It's those long time memories that really are what we sit back and laugh about for years to come. So there you have it, folks. Just a little food for thought as we continue down this wonderful holiday season.
Hey everybody, this is John Arman with Ultimate Outdoor Adventures TV. Join us every week as we travel the back roads and backwaters in search of the ultimate outdoor adventure. You can find us on kotvchannel.com, YouTube, and our local stations.
OverTheEdgeOutdoors.org, a nonprofit providing veterans and active service members with opportunities to hunt and fish at no cost to them. For more information or to donate, check out OverTheEdgeOutdoors.org.
Again, that's OverTheEdgeOutdoors.org. Waterfowl, turkey, deer, ToxicCalls.com offers all of the various styles of calls needed to take your hunt to the next level when you create, quite simply, the most real sound yet. American made to boot. Order today, ToxicCalls.com.
Join the Celebration Nation. Never miss another national day. From National Pretzel Day to Junk Food Day, be notified about contests, coupons, and prize opportunities. NationalDayCalendar.com. Never miss a reason to celebrate every day.
This is Beck. First, I appreciate all of you for listening and making The Bend part of your week. Many of you have asked, how do I catch past episodes? The answer is super easy. Head to thebendshow.com and click on the shows tab. There you can listen to every episode all the way back to episode 1. Podcasters, head to your favorite podcasting app and search The Bend. You'll find us. Be sure to follow and subscribe and never miss another episode again. Welcome back to the Bend Radio Show. I am Rebecca Wanner, a.k.a. Beck, and riding alongside me is Tigger. Well, we're trying to keep helping y'all out, and here's a gift idea that I think there might be 1 or 2 people you may know that might like this, and especially if you love Cheetos. I found out that the Cheetos has come out with a kitchen gadget that went on sale. Get this, I just got a text message actually within the last 2 days that says they are absolutely on sale right now on Amazon. And what this new kitchen gadget from Cheetos is called the Cheetos Duster. And I'm talking about Cheetos, those little orange yummy chips. Well, they're not really chips, but they're just crunchy and they're so delicious. Well, regardless, the Cheetos are placed in a glass jar before the jar is screwed onto a blender-like base, and the duster blends Cheetos into an orange dust. The dust can then be used to coat, say, chicken, turkey, donuts, mozzarella sticks, popcorn, all your favorite foods and fixings.
Popcorn.
Yes.
Genius. I'm looking at this again as we speak. Yeah, it says Cheetos Duster.
Yep. I'm such a geek, a gadget geek that yes, I had myself signed up so that I would get notified immediately when it went on sale. Here's one for y'all. Fun, festive drink idea for you trying to create maybe something a little special at home. Maybe thinking you're tired of being cold, but yet want a little festive spirit too. Have you heard of a Kris Kringle Colada? Yes, it's a cocktail. The Kris Kringle Colada. Maybe a spin on the pina colada for the holiday season? Well, this concoction is a mix of dark Jamaican rum, some Cynar. By the way, if you don't know what Cynar is, it's a type of Italian Amaro. And think of like a bittersweet liqueur.
How about if we don't know what an Amaro is?
Google it. There you go.
I'm Googling the colada.
There you go. So mix that rum, the bittersweet Cynaro, with a dash of allspice, lime, pineapple juice, and finish it off with some cream of coconut. Let me tell you, it'll be a fun one, at least to maybe change it up this holiday season.
Is that why you were in such a good mood the other day? The Kris Kringle Colada strikes.
Somebody had to do a little, kitchen test tasting for the whole crew. Now for a little bit of Beck's Feel Good news. A world record was recently crushed when two chefs from Boston created a monster sushi roll. We're talking, yes, they have been honored with the title of the world's largest sushi roll. And get this, it contained 2,000 pounds of rice, 500 pounds of salmon, 500 pounds of cucumber, and of course, millions of sesame seeds. I don't even want to know what this cost to be able to produce when you think of 500 pounds of salmon went into this. Well, the roll measured over 7 feet in length. And what's even more special, and I wanted to bring it up in our Feel Good news, is that after they were granted the title of world's largest sushi roll, the chefs actually donated the roll to a local Boston homeless shelter.
And just FYI, in case you're wondering, in just the rice alone is over 1 million calories. In case you were wondering that, in just the rice by itself. I didn't get a chance to type everything in the little Google machine fast enough when you were burning it off, but I would imagine this little bugger's got some calories.
Well, I'm glad they did donate it to a good cause. And that is going to do it for us this week, crew. Thank you to my producer and co-host, Jeff Tigger Erhardt. And by the way, like we mentioned in the beginning of this show, if you have thoughts on that Christmas dinner in a can, let us know if Tigger and I need to run out and give it a try. We look forward to hearing about it. Or if you have a field report from your area, we want to hear about it. We also, if you guys are hitting the ice, already ice fishing, if it's starting to get cold enough, say, especially if you're up in that Canadian border area, drop us a line. We want to hear how it's going. That number again is 305-900-2363. Again, 305-900-2363. As y'all keep making those outdoor memories, the holidays are about us. I know the snowboarders are out. The snowboarders are out. The snowmobile sleds are out. Guys are heading to Cook City. You know what? We want to hear how that's going too. So be sure to email pictures to bendradioshow@gmail.com and always be tagging us at The Bend Show on social media. We love hearing about it all. As a reminder, this is our last week to get your nominations in for that adventure giveaway. We are looking for a deserving veteran or active military service member. And again, this is an adventure giveaway that the Bend here, we have teamed up with Over the Edge Outdoors to have one of these individuals receive either a choice of going on a bow fishing excursion or a hog hunt in Central Texas. Your guiding and property to do so will be provided by Over the Edge Outdoors. And to enter, we encourage you to nominate a deserving individual, and you can nominate them by personally emailing bendradioshow@gmail.com. Again, that's bendradioshow@gmail.com. Or you can always message us, The Bend Show, on either Facebook or Instagram. And just to clarify again, the activity is a bow fishing or hog hunt is what's being given away. The winner will be selected and announced on our next show, December 10th, just in time for Christmas.
And it doesn't need to be a creative video, right? It's just a quick nomination, person's name, and maybe their rank and what they did.
Right,
and stuff like
exactly.
Okay, cool.
Where they're from. If you could please include their contact information, because this is all going to be thrown in the hat. And again, we're looking for
luck of the draw.
A veteran, and it doesn't matter. They can be a veteran, a disabled veteran. It can be active active military personnel, especially somebody that's been deployed and coming back. And we are going to work our butts off to put you guys into a bow fishing or hog hunt that fits into your schedule in 2023. So there you go. This is your last week to get the names in. Send those to bendradioshow@gmail.com. And stay tuned for next week's show. Now, if you missed part of this episode or want to hear past shows, remember you can always find all of them on the website, thebendshow.com. And be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcasting app. Looking to change things up next year, your conferences, your events, your awards banquet, have us, Tigger and Beck, entertain your crowd. From MCs to event headliner, public speaker to acting as host couple, let us make your gathering extra special. You know, we can talk anything from cattle to ranching, hunting, fishing, camping, rodeo. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything that we can't cover. And by the way, did you know Tigger is also a PRCA Pro rodeo announcer, and we're also music directors in case you've got one of those going on and you're looking to change it up. And on top of that, Tigger is also an auctioneer. So here's a little tip for you, those of you that are putting together your next fishing tournaments. Think about having a fishing Calcutta added to the excitement. Let me tell you, if you want a little bit more information about that, be sure to get a hold of us. Your crowd will love it, appreciate it, and you know what? There's so much more fun to have with us, Tigger and Beck. Thank you to our partners, Ditali Outdoors, About You Photography, Buckstorm, Little Rack Taxidermy, Mickey's Mustard, ToxicCalls.com, Wablo Creek Outfitters, Atlas Tracks, Abrahamson Rodeo Company, RFD TV, and the Cowboy Channel. Finally, a big thanks to all of you listeners out there that came along. And whether you're coming or going today, stay with us as we ranch it up. Remember to keep up with me, Beck, all week long by following The Bend on Facebook and on Instagram at The Bend Show. This is Rebecca Wanner. Catch Beck if you can next week on The Bend.